The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. They bring 10 straight wins into tonight's game, and needless to say, they've got the whole league on notice. Guys, Devin Booker, even in his rookie season, you saw something special with the way he can score the ball, and he just keeps on getting better. Can he be the top scoring two-guard?
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against Denver. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
The thing I took away from that game was just how...
And with Well, guys, and that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it, 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that, shortening the preseason, stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Orlando, Isaac out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Wells. Then there's Rogers. And it's DJ in at the center, locking down the middle. Just 5 on the clock. And DJ throws it down.
Well, rise and get to the cup. DJ showing the athleticism he brings to the table.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Rogers against Bledsoe. Warren kicks to Mozgov. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And the 3 off target. Here is Rogers. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And here's Phoenix. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
4 on the shot clock. Booker, with no one around, connects from three-point range. Booker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And more, it's looking like Devin Booker, the 13th pick in the 2015 draft, is going to be one of the biggest steals of that draft class.
And he's one that all GMs are looking at, and they wish they could have a redo. I mean, Booker was very young when he entered the draft, and some teams maybe shied away from that. But clearly he's shown that he could be one of the best players in that class.
Wells in the corner. Bledsoe against Rogers. Wells in the corner. The pass to DJ. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
Ooh, one of the most reliable ways to get a defender in a bad spot. Just use that up fake. How good does DJ sell it?
It's his first trip to the line.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, fantastic rhythm on the catch and shoot. A lot of times that comes from Booker's terrific body control.
Takes a 3. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort on their part. They competed hard, but just couldn't get over the hump.
Nothing disappointing for sure. They were right there, and it's always difficult to lose those nip-and-tuck games.
Rogers passes to DJ. Wells wide open. Offensive rebound. Pass to Rogers. Over Bledsoe. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Rogers has got his second bucket of the night.
And DJ has great vision on these passes. Remarkable at getting the ball to his guys in their sweet spots.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Allen Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Wells. And it's Payton in for Rogers. There's a screen by Chris. It's Knight with the drive. Shoots over Fournier. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That's simply great timing off the screen. Knight is working so hard out there.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Magic shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Suns trail by 4. Ulis kicks to Knight. Passes it to Leiden. A 3-ball. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
Well, the aggressive attitude getting the best of him that time.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. 1:04 left to play in the first. The dish to Ulis. Chris with it. He's against Williams. No good from Leiden.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
DJ dishes to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Boy, Kev, what a feed. That's what you get from DJ, someone who understands where to put the basketball and when.
Dishes it to Knight. They set the pick. Off the left rim and out. Magic leading by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. DJ passes to Williams. He dishes it to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's DJ missing. Here's Leiden. Lays it up and banks it in. Leiden's got his first points in this one.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic out in front. They lead by 5. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And now the second quarter just getting set. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. .144 left to play here in the second quarter. On the court for Orlando, Rogers is out there with Wells. Then it's DJ. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Warren, good.
I think everyone expecting Bledsoe to perhaps force the issue, but he keeps his poise and finds the open man. It's interesting to watch how Eric Bledsoe plays the point guard position, right? You think he has played with some great point guards in his career. Teammates with John Wall in college and learned from Chris Paul his first few seasons in the NBA. Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nuggets was tremendous. He finished with 36 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
You know, Doris, with Bledsoe, you can see his former point guard pairings and how he plays Wall with his speed and how he approaches the game like CP3.
Well, and Eric Bledsoe is very quick to credit Chris Paul for learning to play the point guard position at an NBA level. Paul could demonstrate certain things, and Bledsoe would follow in his footsteps. You love that kind of mentorship.
Over in the corner, Warren. Picked by Mozgov. 2 on the clock. Got it off in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you had control of this game. How did it get away?
Well, we started the game exhibiting championship-level passing, which is what we're preaching, and we got a lot of good looks, got an early lead. We didn't pay attention to their strength. That's how they got back in the game.
We'll see if you can get back on top of things. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at DJ in this one, he's been everywhere.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Mozgov. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Boy, Kev, how good is it to see DJ work that hard to get into position for an offensive rebound? Really pays off for him.
With more floor spacing becoming so important, we now see guys launching from well beyond the arc. Doris, from what you've observed, you've seen a lot of basketball over your years. Which shooters in the league right now have the best deep range night to night in the league?
Well, we've seen Steph Curry make a shot from the tunnel in the Oracle Arena, so I'd say we have to begin with... Literally from the tunnel in his pregame routine. Steph Curry obviously is the guy who, as soon as he steps across half court, you've got to check him or he might let loose. Klay Thompson, his ability to rise and fire, he might be more of a fireball in a short span than any player in the league. Kyle Korver, Damian Lillard. Think Damian Lillard out in Portland, the extraordinary job he does scoring the basketball with great productivity from beyond the arc.
Bledsoe against Rogers. The 11-footer. That one a little long. Magic leading by 10. He kicks to DJ. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
And the basket by Gordon.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Phoenix calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Evan Fournier's checked in for Wells. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Rogers. Knight kicks to Bender. There's a screen by Chris. Knight for 3. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Dragan Bender.
How about not shying away from contact? DJ earns a trip to the stripe. Solid physical play, Kev.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he sinks the second. So there's a new procedure for choosing starters in the All-Star game, Doris. Fans account for 50% of the vote, as you know. Players, 25%. Media, 25%. What do you think of that?
I love that the fans have a vote. I would like to see the percentages changed in this way. I would like players, the peers, to have 50% weight. Give the media and fans 25% each. So just swap it so that the peers are dictating the outcome of the All-Star.
Or even if you just had maybe 2 players from each team, guys with some respect and some nice perspective to fill that role you're talking about.
That's a great point. You pick your leaders from your group, and they cast the vote. Perfect.
That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 15 points for DJ.
Boy, Kev, what terrific rhythm to DJ's game tonight. Nothing rushed, nothing forced, a smooth, efficient performance.
Pass to Leiden. There's a screen by Chris. Off the screen, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Magic score.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Here's the screen. Here's Leiden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
The Magic making a switch here. Biyombo's checked in.
I'll tell you guys, there's a tenacity to his game that you have to like. DJ never gets lazy out there. He always seems to go full speed.
Here's Leiden. That's tipped.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
DJ dishes to Biyombo. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Phoenix.
They have settled for a lot of two-point jump shots here. It's a shot most defenses are willing to concede, and you can see why. Very hard to make a living here from that range.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
There's the pass to Lydon. There's a screen by Chris. Pass to Lydon. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. Offensive rebound.
And how about the presence of mind of Bender going right back up with the shot after collecting that offensive rebound?
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Wells, he's checked in for Anderson. Suns trail by 11. Now Ulis. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Ulis. And the Magic making a change here as well. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Fournier. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Feeds it to Wells. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And originally drafted by the Trailblazers, Wells continues to impress. It's critical that he keeps his attitude in check, though. When he does that, he is effective.
Rogers checked in for the Magic. Suns trail by 10. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Bledsoe. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Orlando with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Suns shooting 43% from the floor. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Wells, Aaron Gordon out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Rogers, and it's DJ in at the 5 down low. Here's Chris. His 3-pointers off the mark. Orlando leading by 10. And stolen by Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Wells.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
And Devin Booker out of the University of Kentucky was taken 13th overall in the 2015 draft, Doris. And after the first few years he's had, there have been a lot of teams kicking themselves for not taking Booker earlier.
Right. You wonder, did he slip in the draft because he never started in college? But remember, he did win 6th Man of the Year, and you've got to base your evaluations on what your eye test is.
Back to Warren. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, that's a tough attempt with a guy draped all over him, but DJ gets it to go and will get the +1.
Free throw good, DJ. Suns trail by 10. Phoenix calls timeout.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach talk to the team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Now, here's Warren. Defense is right there. Got a hand on it.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Mozgov. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That free throw, no good.
You know, we've seen a lot of centers not very strong at the free throw line, but Mozgov very good at converting these freebies.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And that one's good, DJ. DJ's got 16 points here in the second half. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. And he makes the first.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. The Magic leading by 9. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. DJ's got 27 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Booker. Rebound by the Magic. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Warren, the pass to Mozgov. It's deflected. Here is Rogers. Kicks to DJ. Banked in off the glass. DJ's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Over Wells. Again, the miss by Booker.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
DJ with it, now defended by Mozgov.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
They set the pick. They double-team Bledsoe. Down low, Gatson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, I think, guys, if Mozgov gets that deep in the paint, the defense has no choice but to be extra physical with him.
First one falls for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Chris is checked in. Fournier is checked in for the Magic. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
And that one is good from DJ.
Boy, a strong bucket as DJ takes a hit while he's shooting, able to keep that concentration. So important.
Picked by Mozgov. Booker outside. Shoots the 3. Suns keep it alive. Mozgov with the bucket.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Orlando.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DJ.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
Pulls up. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
DJ, great
Good,
game.
Char.
The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special postgame guest joining us.
Hey, what's up? It's the Jet. You were dropping dimes left and right out there. Now, how were you able to rack up so many assists against their defense?
Kenny, when I have the ball, the defense automatically shifts to what I'm doing. I mean, that's just the kind of gravity my game has on the floor. You know, once the defense starts watching me and I catch them napping, I'll get an easy hoop from my teammates because, you know, I'm all about team basketball.
Yeah, you're out of space, man.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire 2K Sports crew.
That's everyone.
Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
That's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, with their current standing in 8th place in the Western Conference, They're in a very similar position to where they finished last year. And here we go.
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. This is, and as we've got a...
Well, Kevin, he acknowledged that the...
Thank you, David. Clark, when you went up against another great forward in the league, what was your mindset?
One, I wanted to go right at him. I wanted to put him on his heels if I could.
Ready to go?
And then I also wanted to be attentive to trying to disrupt him and make him uncomfortable, because if you can get a guy off his game a little bit, that can serve you and your team well. So early, I wanted to get off to a good start, be physical, and try to assert my will in the matchup right away.
A look at the Magic starting group. Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Wells. Then there's Rogers. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward.
Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through.
Here's Teague. Pass to Jokic. Kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Evans kicks to Jokic. Over DJ. Another miss by Jokic.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense. Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fareed, a screen on Rogers. T kicks to Jokic. It's tipped.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Teague, the pass to Jokic. Fareed setting the pick for Teague. Jokic a screen. Here's Evans. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Rogers can't make the basket.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Teague against Rogers. Teague kicks to Jokic. Looking to end the drought, and it's Teague. That time on the assist by Jokic. Teague's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the 3-ball is a nice weapon in Teague's arsenal. He's dangerous from out there, surprisingly so.
Here's Wells. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Evans missing.
Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Tyreke Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Lyle comes in for Fareed. Will Barton, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And Harris subbed in for Murray. Shots good by Lyles.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard will be able to find an open man right there, but T is always looking for the right play.
Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Excellent use of the screen that time. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
And it's DJ missing. The Nuggets trail by 5. 3-pointer. And it's DJ with the rebound. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the paint, deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Harris outside. Barton outside. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like to foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
Here's Barton. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. DJ, he's been the guy making things happen for Orlando. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And the first quarter, big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Fareed comes in for Hernan Gomez. Evans, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Murray's subbed in for Teague. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got DJ. Gordon out there with Isaac. Then there's Wells. And it's Rogers in at the 1 spot. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He scored 33 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Misses off the left iron.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
And it's in there. DJ's got 16 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Harris with it. Now guarded by Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Harris.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Trey Lyles checked in for Gary Harris. Evans kicks to Jokic. Knocks it loose, and the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Magic leading by 10. Pass to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's DJ missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Jokic. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination, strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Fareed down low with Jokic. Murray out there with Teague. And it's Evans in at the small forward position. And Clark, a lot of former players had a specific instance when they knew they were special, the way they played the game of basketball. Did you ever have a moment like that where you realized that you could make it as a player?
Yeah, there was a time when that became more realistic to me, Kevin. And I grew up in Cleveland, and during the summers, a lot of the Cleveland Cavaliers would stay in the area and play pickup basketball to stay in shape. And I got a chance to bump heads with a lot of those guys, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow, Austin Carr, Bingo Smith, Mike Mitchell. And I was only 15, 16 years old. And while those guys were going at half speed, it gave me the encouragement that I might be able to get to where they were if I continued to work hard and stay healthy. So at 15 or 16, during one of those summers, I began to realize that I might have a chance to realize the dream of being an NBAer.
Pass to Isaac. DJ kicks to Gordon. Here's Isaac. Fareed defending. At the top of the key, Gordon. 5 to shoot. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Gordon. DJ's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Orlando. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Plumlee is checked in for the Nuggets. Hernan Gomez comes in for Fareed. The Magic also changing it up. Biombo, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Dennis Anderson in for Isaac. Teague for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Teague's got 6 points.
The super fast release of Jeff Teague and incredibly lethal catch-and-shoot player.
And really one of the quickest guards in our league. Jeff Teague just puts tremendous pressure on your defense when he's attacking the paint.
And the book on Teague, Greg, is to make him an outside shooter. You don't want him getting to the rim.
I mean, he's a good finisher around the rim. His outside shooting, although streaky at times, not bad, but not great either.
Hernangomez with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. For three, Murray. A three-pointer is right on target.
Got to give respect to the range of Murray. I mean, he can nail it from distance.
And DJ throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
DJ dishes to Anderson. To the inside, 8 feet away. And it's DJ missing.
Got to give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Trey Lyles checked in for Hernangomez. Barton comes in for Tyreek Evans. And Harris subbed in for Murray. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. Feeds to Plumlee. And stolen by Fournier. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Barton right side from past the arc, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, I love the way Payton is always looking to swing the ball. I mean, he's constantly on the lookout for the ball reversal to help an open teammate get a shot. Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. And DJ throws it down.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time, instead going straight to the rack.
Now here's Teague. He has 6. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Yep, it counts. Plumlee's got 8 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Teague. Barton outside for the tie. He kicks it to Plumlee. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Plumlee's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Good if it goes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stop.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And it's the Magic with the ball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. DJ out there with Williams. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot.
Can't say enough good things about DJ. When he's driving inside, he's a threat to bang the rim.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
So it's Denver now. They trail by 3. Teague the pass to Harris. Dishes it to Fareed. The feed to Barton. Fournier against Harris. Teague for 3. No good there. The Magic go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And DJ throws it down.
And, you know, the scary thing is he's still adding to his offensive game. Man, he's a thrilling player to watch. Love the confidence, quiet confidence he brings to this end.
The dish to Teague. Jokic with his screen on Payton. Teague kicks to Jokic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Man, I like how Teague sets the table, keeping his eyes up so he can spot the open teammate. Nice.
And Kenneth Fareed pulls it down.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
It's intercepted. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Payton, extreme quickness on the drive. Sometimes it's impossible for the defense to stay in front of him. And Elfrid Payton was drafted 10th back in 2014, played 3 years at Louisiana Lafayette. Very young for a junior.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now the pass to DJ. The 9-foot shot. Denver grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Elfrid Payton with one of the most unique hairstyles, Clark, that you will see in the league.
Yeah, and there's a story behind that hairstyle, Kevin. I mean, his high school team in Louisiana made a vow not to cut their hair until they won the state championship. They lost in the state semifinals, and Payton seems to have kept that vow all this time.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Fareed's checked in for Plumlee. Evans comes in for Trey Lyles, and it's Teague in for Will Barton. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah. Whoa! Hey, watch out now. Watch out. And the calm, composed attitude of DJ really serves him well in these situations. He's comfortable taking these momentum-changing shots and is unflappable.
Teague dishes to Evans. Pass to Jokic. Over DJ. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Nikola Jokic.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Oh!
And, you know, this is why so many people love DJ, his willingness to take big shots. I mean, this guy is unafraid of the moment.
Free throw good, DJ.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
And Fareed kicks to Harris. Pass to Jokic. Jokic, it's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Money!
And DJ is excellent at being aggressive inside. Doesn't waste any opportunity to punch it on you.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thank you, David. Shot from free throw range. Buries it.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 20 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Exactly. You're right on top of it, Greg. No need to chuck up a 3. Just be smart and get a quality shot.
5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tell you what, that's a clutch moment for him right there, delivering at a big time in this game.
Murray for 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blown up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special postgame guest joining us.
This is Shaq. Nice win you guys were able to get there. What mentality did you guys have down the stretch trying to hold on to that lead?
That's a great question, Shaq. You know, I think we just did a great job of trusting each other to do what we had to do in order to secure the win. And nobody started playing hero ball, and we just built off every play until it carried us to the end. It felt really good to play some solid team basketball like that tonight.
That was a really good, solid answer.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time, and the time after that, too.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. What a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season.
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's the Clippers in the City of Angels for a little interconference action here at the Staples. And before we...
Well, got
interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. Well, one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Well, it all starts back to when this team was sold for $2 billion. Ownership is not afraid to open up their checkbook to acquire talent. Next for them is just getting to the next level and winning a championship.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Gordon out there with Isaac, and it's DJ in at the 5, down low. Kicks it to Jordan. Jordan the screen, 6 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. DJ with it, now guarded by Gallinari. The inside shot is off from DJ. Here's Beverly. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Late defensive rotation. You must keep an eye on DJ at all times.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Gallinari on the wing, outside Jordan. And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. Griffin a screen on Payton. Beverly dishes to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
They sure got some breaks, but hey, they did a really awesome job turning those mistakes into gold at the other end.
Both good from the line that time.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Payton against Beverly. Feeds to Griffin. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is Greg when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
You know, we preach it all the time. Unselfish basketball. DJ making the extra pass to a wide-open teammate.
Here's Griffin on the money from 12 feet away.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Griffin with the steal. Beverly with the ball. Now Payton defending, and it's Gallinari missing. For Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Stolen by Rivers. Gallinari outside. Goes back up.
You have to give DJ credit. A former second-round pick. He's becoming one of the best centers in the game.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And for DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends.
Rivers kicks to Gallinari. 11 feet away. Second shot opportunity. A shot by Jordan, no good.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Damari Carroll comes in for Gallinari. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rivers. The Magic also changing it up. Wells comes in for Evan Fournier. And Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin. Drills the elbow jumper. And with Jordan, it's not a knock to say he doesn't do too much. You know, Steve, he knows exactly what he's got to do and how to execute it. He's very much a classic center.
Yeah, he is. He's a throwback center, and he stays within himself. But what he does at an elite level is rim protection, rebounding, and finishing.
Griffin sets the screen for Beverly. Shot from free throw range. No good off the back of the rim. The Magic have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The shot's good from Rogers.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Wade passes to Griffin. Over Gordon. Another miss by Griffin.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Griffin with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Carroll dishes to Jordan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The interior game of DeAndre, a high percentage shooter who takes smart shots when given room.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. There's the screen. Pass to Carroll. He kicks it to Griffin. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Muscala. Gallinari comes in for Blake Griffin. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. Gallinari is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Jordan. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, Steve, with all the sharpshooters in the league right now, we'll always see the pick and roll. It's never going to go away. Usually it was a small and a big. A guard getting the screen, the big then rolling inside and getting the pass. But now because the players are sometimes, we see smaller lineups, a lot of guards on the floor, 3 guards at a time. Sometimes you do see a guard-to-guard pick and roll. You see different sizes combining with the most standard play in the league.
You're totally right, Kevin. You look at the pick and roll, the hardest play to defend, and now we have the pick and pop. The bigs are not rolling, and like you said, we have guard-to-guard pick and roll. You want to just create a mismatch, and because of all the spacing, it's so hard because when a guy rolls down the lane, there's such a long run for defenders now. So that's why the pick and roll is great, especially with the new defensive rules. You can't be in the lane, so it opens it up even more.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He scored 40 points, and he was locked in with a strong shooting night from both the floor and the free throw line. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
For Orlando, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Griffin's checked in for Damari Carroll.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Jordan the screen. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Griffin. He's off on that one. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Griffin against Gordon. And finished off by Griffin.
Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And that one is good from DJ.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Rivers kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Griffin. Over Gordon. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Griffin.
Nice play by Griffin. He is starting to catch fire.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
DJ, he's been the guy making things happen for Orlando. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, what did you see in the first half, and how does that affect the rest of the game?
I thought we missed some great shots in the first quarter. You can see it affecting us. We've been struggling offensively, so it's natural. But we're a defensive team, and we got to be that in the third quarter.
We'll see if that happens, Doc. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys. When he's being aggressive, officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Magic, Peyton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Gordon out there with DJ, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Passes it to Beverly. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Can't let DeAndre get loose near the rim. He's very good at tracking down those rebounds.
Magic leading by 9. And DJ throws it down.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Beverly the pass to Gallinari. Jordan the screen. Rivers dishes to Gallinari. Jordan the screen. Shoots off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gallinari's got his first points of the night.
Even though Gallinari's not a high flyer, his height helps from mid-range.
And Elfrid Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, terrific discipline, searching for the best possible shots. That's how you achieve great results on the offensive end.
Jordan the screen from outside the arc. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Gallinari. It's Fournier on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. 13 feet away. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Beverly for 3. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And there's so much more to the game than explosive athleticism. We see that. We're wowed by it. But, you know, Steve, there are those players who win with guile and being smart and crafty. Any names come to mind when you think about that aspect?
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies, their entire team, Kevin. When you look at Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, but some other names, Draymond Green, those guys, they won't wow you with their athleticism, but they have such a high basketball IQ. Chris Paul, those guys, they just know how to play. Harrison Barnes is another.
Payton kicks to DJ. And the pass to Biyombo. For 3, Fournier. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Carroll, no one around him. And that one goes long.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. And the Clippers making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Clippers trail by 15. The heart of the team at the 4 and the 5. Griffin and Jordan. D-Wade out there with Rivers. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
The mid-range jumper has become a routine part of Blake Griffin's game.
Here's Isaac. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Jordan. Gallinari attacking. And it's Orlando with the rebound. DJ's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Wells. Here's Isaac. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, I tell you what, Isaac really rebounds well for his position. Takes advantage of that length and his reach to track down rebounds.
Lou Williams is checked in for Dwayne Wade.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
I mean, a devastating blow, to say the least.
Peyton, he's checked in for Orlando. And the story for Jonathan Isaac. As a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Orlando. Shoots it up. That one's good from the corner. Isaac's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
And stolen by DJ. And up the court come the Magic on the break. DJ with the ball and stolen by Jordan. One-on-one here. Here's Gallinari. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Griffin down low, defended by Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon. To the middle, and DJ throws it down.
Sometimes when DJ gets rolling offensively, he becomes near unconscious. We're seeing part of that here.
And slam dunk by Jordan. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Back to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. DJ sets the screen for Payton. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Jordan. Clippers trail by 13. Gallinari attacking. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter. And a chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DJ.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. .130 left in the 4th quarter. Rivers passes to Gallinari. Jordan the screen. Gallinari dishes to Griffin. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Griffin's got 23.
You talk about a guy that can finish through contact. That's Blake Griffin.
Some solid defense from Gallinari.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Griffin down low. He's against Gordon. Griffin's shot is off. Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now that's 35 points for DJ.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded. What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Fournier against Rivers. Griffin kicks to Rivers. Jordan the screen, but they'll get another chance. Clock at 6. That doesn't go either for Griffin. Knocks it loose. Now here's Rivers. Shoots over Fournier, and that one's on target from the wing. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Another win for you guys. How have you guys been able to play at this level and put all these wins together at this point of the season?
Oh, DA, stay tuned, baby. This isn't even our final form. We're still in the cocoon, man. A winning streak like this is something that we can roll out of bed and accomplish because, you know, we're just that good. We are that good. And honestly, I'm really hoping that some teams will step it up and give us a challenge because right now, it feels like we're playing on rookie mode or something.
Well, he's thrown the challenge out there, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, for the Kings, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes three of us. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's always focused.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Magic in this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. After this game, the Kings head back out on the road. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Ready to go for this one. For Orlando, Payton is out there with Wells. Then there's Gordon, Jay, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Heel. Sacramento on defense. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them, because for long stretches they were the better team.
Well, overall, they played well enough to win, but their energy was just up and down. Too many miscues at key points of the game.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Now Fox. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Bucket is good.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
You know, the one thing I love about Sacramento is that the fans are some of the best in the league. They know the game. This is a basketball town. The Kings are the only team of the 4 major sports in town. The fans have pure passion when it comes to supporting them. There's a great fan that we call Sign Lady. She makes a sign for every game. She's been there for many years, and there's so many great fans like her. What's up, Sign Lady?
On defense, Orlando, having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
A good poise led to good shot selection, and that was the key to maximizing their opportunities.
Payton kicks to DJ. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Out to the right wing. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now, DJ's all about the team, willing to give up his body on these situations. He likes freeing up his guys.
And this year, dishes to Fox. There's a screen. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from DJ.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. 4th, the Magic.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tipped away and stolen by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And good that time. Payton's got his first bucket of the night.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here's Hield. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
Hill, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Magic also changing it up. Evan Fournier comes in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Payton. Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. You can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Kings trail by 11. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Dave Yeager. David?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And the Kings making a change here. Robertson's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Allen Williams, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Anderson in for Isaac. The pass to Decker. Over Williams. Decker gets the bucket.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Magic leading by 9. And DJ throws it down.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Well, that's put them up by double digits, trying to run away with this one wire to wire.
The Kings have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And Bogdanovich kicks to Decker. Back to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. Rebound by Williams. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-4 run. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Anderson. And 12 points for DJ.
You can't let DJ get comfortable down on the block. He's superb at reading the defense and cashing in deep inside.
Hill passes to Roberson. Out left to the wing. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Offline with his 3. Stolen away. Williams with the block. They recover it, and it's good. 2 points. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from DJ. DJ's got 14 points for the game. There's the pick. Now here's Bogdanovich. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Orlando Magic looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. Well, not exactly a close game. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Giles. Labissiere comes in for Sam Decker. Hield's checked in for Roberson. And it's Fox in for Hill. Hield is out there with Fox. Then there's Skal Labissiere. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Hield following the miss by DJ. Labissiere inside. He's against Gordon. And Labissiere gets it to go.
Not many defenders can stop Labissiere when he's near the bucket. I mean, he's so good at using his length to get these shots off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Bogdanovic. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Hield. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Gotta respect how hard Hill works. Awesome at finding ways to get open, especially off the screen. Well, Buddy Hill, the main part of the package that came back to the Kings in the Cousins trade. Hill was a player the Kings have been interested in for a while. Ownership targeted him specifically in the Cousins trade.
Here's Labissiere following the basket by DJ. Pass to Hield. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Payton.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He scored 35 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got him on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Sam Decker's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Chris, with Hield, part of why this team was so intent on getting him was because they love how he can develop as a scorer.
Oh, yeah, and to be clear, he can't replace Cousins with his production, and the team knows that. They wanted a perimeter scorer to transition and build around. They got their man in Hill.
Rogers checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good for DJ.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Fox dishes to Hield. Misses the three.
His shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
Pass to Isaac. DJ with it, and DJ throws it down.
DJ plays with a lot of confidence. When he's slashing to the rim, he's looking to get all the way to the cup.
And so it's DJ making highlights for the Orlando Magic. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what's the takeaway from the first half, and what changes are needed?
Well, they just lined up and kicked our tails straight up one-on-one in transit.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
The power he showed, the explosiveness, just a lethal combination inside.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Isaac out there with Gordon. Then there's Wells. Then there's Payton. And it's DJ in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a two-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership you follow that on the court. We bring that to today with a guy like a John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now, and so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching because when they get to that point, you've definitely seen some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they've taken over the reins like a guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Magic.
You know, the play of their guards has been something to highlight. You love to see the backcourt contributing with the pass. When they're looking to make things easier for everyone, you see your bigs run the floor a little bit harder, and those things become contagious.
Now here is Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the basket by Papagiannis.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And DJ throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
It's easy to admire the heart DJ plays with. He continues to add new wrinkles to his game over time.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pick up by Hill. Here's the floater. Tries again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Robertson has it in the corner. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Gordon. And that's now 8 points for Shammy Wells.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Pass to Giles. Sweet little floater. Giles has got his second basket.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Isaac. And it's off from 3-point range. And the foul called on DJ. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Sacramento.
And, guys, I love George Hill's game. He's a smart defender who can score the ball, pass. He's a winner.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Magic have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the second free throw, good. 16 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Over to the left wing. Roberson, that 3 off the mark. Wells kicks to DJ. 3 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. DJ's got 8 points in the quarter.
DJ goes so hard to the rim. It doesn't matter who's on him. If you body him up, he's determined to score.
What a performance for DJ. He's been the story for the Orlando Magic, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. They've got Hield, also Roberson out there, and it's Plumlee in at center locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. Payton's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Magic. Payton's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Roberson the pass to Stewart. There's the dish to Hield. Chris, as we all know, you grew up in the Detroit area. It's a town that has seen glory days and hard times. Talk about what it means to you to come from Detroit and what you see in the future for the Motor City.
Well, it means everything to me to be a Detroiter. I think that's what made me successful in my career, is that I took on the heart of the city and the fact that it's a hard-hat town, a blue-collar town, and you have to earn your keep and you have to wish positive for the future. And so it's been great coming from there, and it's hard times being from there. You know that we're resilient, and so it's great to see positive energy enter back into the city. It's great to see the Pistons play in the city for the first time in over 20 years, and so I see the future is bright for Detroit because Detroiters are always there, and as long as we have the people, everything else will be great.
You and I broadcast the last game in the Palace, and I'm wondering what you think the impact will be with the Pistons, as you just talked about, in their brand new building.
I think the impact would be great, but for fans. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to see the city. I wanted to see our team play. And I only lived a few miles from downtown, but about 30 or 40 miles from the Palace. And so I'm happy that the kids that supported the team, that dreams about being a Piston one day, I'm glad they finally get to go to a game. I'm glad that Detroit finally gets to really call the Pistons their own. What is it going to do? It's going to infuse positivity. And so hopefully for everyone, it's a positive environment.
Sacramento making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at DJ. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Well, as a Michigan man, Chris, we know you're always following Big Ten action. Who are your favorite players out of the Big Ten currently playing in the NBA?
Man, I don't know if I'll be able to go home after this, but I love Mike Conley. And
You'd be in trouble. I know.
Oh, man, I love his game. I love everything about him. His father, he comes from an athletic family. I just hate the fact that he's a Buckeye. But he's one of my favorites. And, of course, you know, you got to look at a kid named Tim Hardaway Jr. and Glenn Robinson III, dunk contest winner. Those guys went to a pretty good university in the Big Ten. So
they did.
There's a lot of great talent coming out of the Big Ten.
Can I mention a couple others, like Draymond Green from just down the road in Ann Arbor, who played in East Lansing? Can I talk about him?
I love Draymond. When he was growing up, watching him play in Michigan in high school, I always knew he was going to be a great talent. So, yeah, even though he wore the green and white in college, still a big fan of his, too. I think the Big Ten is definitely representing well in the NBA.
Giles checked in for Plumlee. Jackson dishes to Payton. To the wing on the left. DJ kicks to Payton. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness.
Here's Fox, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Fournier's checked in for Jackson, and Rogers subbed in for Payton. Count that one.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Marjanovic checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dishes to Richardson. Pass to Labissiere. Back to Richardson. Labissiere with the screen for Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Sacramento again missing.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DJ.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
16 feet away. Here's Marjanovic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox. Passes it to Roberson. Plumlee in the post, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Stewart passes to Roberson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Labissiere. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled into this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Salt Lake City as the Jazz go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, another really high-quality season being played by a team that we've come to expect nothing less from. There they are, top spot in the East. Guys, let's talk about gunning. With the rise of sharpshooters like Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, and the rise of the three-pointer in general, seems like the definition of what's considered a good shot has changed, Shaq.
You know, I played with guys that when they shot it from that distance, coach called the timeout, yanked them out of the game. Now, guys are shooting from way out there, Ernie.
Yeah, they make those shots. I mean, that's what's important. It's a long – as long as it adds up to winning, though, you can continue.
We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jazz, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Now let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder.
Okay, Kevin, thanks very much. He told me he's anticipating just as tough a game today as the first time they met this team, a result that did not go their way. He said, we know we're...
Thank you, David. We should have a fan favorite here tonight. Two fast break teams, lots of highlight reel plays. Doris, what can either side do to try and slow down the other?
Well, both teams love to take turnovers and turn them into highlight reel dunks. So one, you've got to take high quality shots, take care of the basketball, make sure you're getting good shots every trip, Kev.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Rogers is out there with Wells, then it's DJ, then there's Gordon, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Jerebko, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Gobert, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Now, here's DJ. He's covered closely. And it's Gordon missing. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Boy, Kev, that's an aggressive move to the cup, right? That's DJ at his best, moving well and getting a high percentage look.
Orlando on D. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Gobert, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Hollis Jefferson's got his first basket of the night. Stolen by Mitchell. And Exum with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
And DJ throws it down.
Boy, that's how you like to see DJ finish a drive, not holding anything back. Send a message.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Gobert with a screen on Rogers. Here's Exum. He has 5. Got a piece of it.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Passes it to Rogers. A floater, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
A different look for Utah. Sullinger's checked in for Urebko, and Alec Burks subbed in for Hollis Jefferson.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Off the pick. Sullinger, no good.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Magic moving the ball around. And it's DJ missing.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
1:46 left in the first. Stolen away. Floats it up for DJ. Lays it up and banks it in. DJ's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'll tell you, he's just too hard to handle inside. Even with someone draped all over him, DJ finds a way to score.
Here's Sullinger. That one a little long. Orlando trailing here. Takes the 13-footer.
I'll tell you, he fought hard for that tip in. He doesn't take anything for granted. He's going to crash the boards on every single shot.
1:09 left in the first quarter. The Jazz shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Exum kicks to Gobert. Here's the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Mitchell. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Burks kicks to Exum. Picked him clean. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Sullinger the screen. Gobert with a screen for Burks. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, what a nice, strong finish. DJ not taking any chances with that one.
And Gobert kicks to Exum. Burks for 3. That shot off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Orlando out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Marjanovic checked in for the Magic. DJ comes in for Alan Williams. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Urebko. Then it's Exum, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He finished with 36 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that, guys, in that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high, and he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Looking to get it going. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him get physical in the low box.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Marjanovic. Isaac comes in for Anderson. Wells, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Back to Gobert. Over DJ. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I love to see Rudy Gobert score despite the contact. This guy is showing off some big-time strength right now.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And here's Exum. 5 points in the game. To the paint. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Gobert the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Feeds to Jerebko. Exum kicks to Jerebko. There's the pick. Here's Mitchell. Hits the front of the rim and out. Magic leading by 4. Wells wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Wells has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Pass to Mitchell. Over Wells. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so it's Orlando, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. The second half just about to get going here. DJ really making a difference here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
Doris, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Kev? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Magic, you've got Isaac, Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Rogers, and it's Wells in at the 2. Exum dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. To the wing on the left. Here's Mitchell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And a missed layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
McDermott's checked in for Jerebko.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Gobert, the screen. Now here's McDermott. He's tightly guarded. And it's blocked.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And look how fluid Isaac moves. It's like watching a guard, terrific at penetrating and using those long strides to get to the rim.
Jazz trail by 10. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And the Jazz have been one of the more old-school franchises. Pounded inside, grind out victories. They're still a tough defensive team, but Doris, Coach Quinn Snyder is receptive to a wide-open style of play.
Right. Quinn wants them to play with pace, look for easy opportunities. He also likes power forwards who can stretch the floor. He understands that's the way the league is going, and he's on board with it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bradley's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Burks comes in for Mitchell. And it's Wagner in for Dante Exum. They double him with DJ. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Utah.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Goes up off the inbound, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Gobert, the screen. It's taken away by Payton. He kicks to DJ. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And Utah making a change here. Sullinger's checked in. For Orlando, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Well, listen, we know DJ's popular with his teammates, and it's not just about his great basketball play. This guy always comes with great music in the locker room. That's important.
The Magic leading by 14. From 13. Rebound, Utah. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Wagner. And Sullinger kicks to McDermott. Back to Sullinger. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Payton. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Payton.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Bradley is screen on Fournier. Here's Burks. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
For the Magic, Allen Williams comes in for Biyombo. And it's Justin Anderson in for Isaac. The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Boy, Kev, what terrific rhythm to DJ's game tonight. Nothing rushed, nothing forced, a smooth, efficient performance.
The dish to Burks. Sullinger the screen. Goes up on the block. Burks can't get it to go. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-3 run. And DJ throws it down.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Wagner passes to Sullinger. McDermott dishes to Burks. Sullinger the screen. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Well, you can see the strength of Alec Burks. What a fighter. This guy, he is not going to back away from a challenge.
A different look for Utah. Yarebko's checked in for Bradley. Mitchell comes in for McDermott, and it's Exum in for Wagner. Here's Payton. And a wide-open look for DJ. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Exum with it. He's got 5. There's the feed to Sullinger. Mitchell kicks to Exum. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Mitchell missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, how good is it to see DJ work that hard to get into position for an offensive rebound? Really pays off for him.
And so it's the Orlando Magic sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
One of the biggest things is not to react to anything. Okay, get to the next play and get the defensive boards. All right, stop.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Sullinger. Doug McDermott comes in for Urebko. And it's Burks in for Dante Exum. DJ is checked in for the Magic. Isaac comes in for Allen Williams. They've got McDermott. Alec Burks is out there with Mitchell. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Of course, you've talked a bit about leadership, both on and off the floor. What are some of the traits, in your opinion, that make someone a person who would want to follow and the characteristics of a leader?
You know, I'd say someone who prioritizes winning, even at the expense of their own success. That would be the first thing. And then someone who's ultra competitive. Somebody who's available on a night-by-night basis. Somebody who doesn't let a little nick or a bruise impact their availability on a particular night. So unselfishness, competitiveness, and availability are 3 attributes that I love.
And leaders can be followers from time to time, too, don't you think?
Oh, there's no question about it. You have to be willing to be a part of a group, and sometimes that means ceding your leadership position.
Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. There's the pick. Gobert, the screen. Exum kicks to Mitchell. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
And DJ throws it down.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDermott comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Wagner in for Mitchell. Now here's DJ. T right on him. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Exum passes to Urebko. He dishes it to Exum. There's the pass to Urebko. Exum kicks to Urebko. Clock at 4. Here's Wagner, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. There's the call. It's a foul in Orlando. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And DJ throws it down.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Bradley is screen on Fournier. They set the pick. Here's Wagner. Off target. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cook. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blown up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, it's Kenny. Just another superb showing from you. Now, what's been the major key to keep producing at such a high level?
Now, here are the keys to the game for me. I'm going to give you the major keys, okay? Now, 1, I wake up. Now, 2, I show up. And 3, I do my thing. And that's all it takes. I mean, this is just a start in the next evolution of my game. So, ladies and gentlemen, get out your popcorn because you're going to have a first-row seat for the rest of the season.
Man, confidence is what gets you there. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Thank you. I'm just being honest.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and just like that, we've already played half an NBA season. Now on with the second half, together on 2K Sports. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the New York Knicks. Well, it was New York in their last game with a loss to Detroit. They suffered a blowout loss, trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. Well, you knew he'd get there eventually, and at this point it appears that Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a star for a long time to come. What do you think his ceiling is as a player, Shaq?
Well, I don't know why they call him the unicorn, but everyone likes to compare him to Dirk Nowitzki, which I think is fair. But he plays a little bit more intensity and goes to the rim often.
Well, they call him a unicorn because you don't see him very often. Or you rarely see him, or you
I've
never
never
see
seen
him.
one.
And they've said, and they're saying you never see
That's
a guy
a
like
terrible
Porzingis.
nickname. That's the worst nickname of all nicknames.
He also has a horn on his head.
No, now that's
got
all.
it.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, see, now I understand.
Right. Well, I get, New Yorkers didn't give him a good review early on. They thought he was going to be a bust. On
They were
draft
wrong.
day, they were so wrong. And this guy is cold-blooded. He's an assassin. And Shaq, can you spell his last name, Porzingis? I'll buy you lunch if you can spell Porzingis.
Oh, you know I like to eat, so that'll be Porzingis, baby.
Oh, my God, Porzingis.
Very nice. How do you spell his first name?
First name is Kristaps. I'll take a double cheeseburger.
Oh, wow, this dude.
And you get some fries for the Kristaps.
That's right.
I never thought.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Don't mention food, buddy.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the Jazz in Utah. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, guys, despite their 0-3 record in this season series, I asked him if there were any positives to take away from those first 3 games, and he said, "Are you kidding? They've taken us to the cleaners." He added, "If anything, it shows us just how much work we have left to get to where we ultimately want to be." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And one issue that has come up for the Knicks in their quest for success, Brent, is their lack of continuity.
Maybe one problem, Kevin, is that the New York Knicks organization feels just a bit too cliquey between ownership and then management and the coaching staff, and that there just hasn't been the kind of connectivity that you need in order to make things grow organically. It's been very forced in New York City, and until they find that right combination, the struggles can continue.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. So the New York starting five. Teodosic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Noah. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Brady in at the 3. And so here is New York following the miss by DJ. Outside, Porzingis. He dishes it to Noah. Over DJ. Hits the front of the rim and out. Knicks on defense. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their weakest area in that game.
No doubt we could talk about them getting dominated physically. That's exactly what happened there. They got pushed around the entire game.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Brady passes to Teodosic. Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Brady. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Noah the screen. Here's Teodosic. From outside, off the mark. On offense, here are the Magic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Applying some pressure there and getting himself to the free throw line. DJ's aggressiveness is paying off with that foul call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Teodosic, the pass to Brady. At the elbow, it's Noah. It's deflected.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
Rogers passes to Gordon. Banked in off the glass.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wimp.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's Hardaway. Following the score by Aaron Gordon. Hardaway passes to Teodosic. Noah the screen. Back to Hardaway. Hits the three-point bomb. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
Here's Teodosic. Magic knocking down the tray. Noah the screen. Hardaway for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 6.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Knicks trail by 5. Porzingis with a screen on Rogers. Hardaway sets a screen for Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. And the pass to Teodosic. No good with the triple. Orlando leading by 5. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. DJ. He has 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. When it comes, Brent, to the subject of intimidation, there are certain players who are just downright scary, intimidating to play against.
Insert one Rudy Gobert. I mean, has this guy in Utah not done a great job, Kevin, of manning up the middle in ways that we haven't seen for quite some time? Both him and Hassan Whiteside, along with DeAndre Jordan, those guys are pretty good down deep in the paint.
Absolutely. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. The wing jumper off target.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
Here's Wright. Williams with the block. Wright outside. They set the screen. Pass to Ntilikina. Shoots a three. He can't get that one. The Magic go the other way with it. And DJ with the basket on the assist from Payton. 8 points for DJ.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Franklin, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's just too easy, too big, too far inside, and that's as simple as it gets.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Fournier dishes to DJ. Again, the Magic score.
A split-second decision from DJ on the catch-and-shoot jump shot. That's a sign of a player with the right mindset, ready to fire.
Now here's Wright. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Passes to Franklin. A baseline J, and it's DJ with the rebound.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Right. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Williams. And it's Anderson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Teodosic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. There's a good screen. And it's blocked.
You gotta like seeing Wells get up and block shots, showing a real desire to improve at this facet of the game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Jazz was terrific. He scored 34 points and got on the glass as well with 9 rebounds. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Launches a 3. Rodgers can't make the basket. Knicks trail by 12. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
And again, shot good from DJ. And the Magic lead by 11.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Noah high post. Porzingis against Gordon. It's tipped. Down low. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Lights checked in. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. From 13, that's short off the rim.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
From the baseline. Here's Noah. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Noah does a good job that time of getting the call on the inside, using his body to draw the contact.
And he sinks the second. Magic leading by 10.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
Hardaway, no good. Now DJ, 1 second left, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Magic. They're up by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run. We're getting it out the rim fast and getting out the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under. And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, I think big guys like to affect shots, but big guys love to send shots into the third row. That's an intimidating factor.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Noah. Teodosic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis, and it's Brady in at the 3, the small forward. Noah the screen. There's the pick. And the foul called on DJ. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Teodosic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Noah with a screen on Rodgers. 5 on the clock. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Magic leading by 10. Stolen by Noah. And a fast break now for the Knicks. The dish now to Hardaway. Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You've got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
Wells' shot is good.
And incredible shooting there from Wells. Definitely a threat to sink those perimeter shots.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biombo, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Evan Fournier's checked in for Wells. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Rodgers. And Fournier kicks to DJ. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for New York.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Now, DJ has a lot of admirers all over the NBA for just how hard he brings it every single night that he takes the court.
Knicks trail by 14. Feeds it to Franklin. Knocked away. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Franklin's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
DJ passes to Anderson. It's good. Anderson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The pass to Moss. Here's Franklin. A beautiful reverse layup. Franklin's got 4 points this quarter.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more. And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Pass to Ntilikina. New York moving it around. Kicks it to Franklin. Shot clock at 6. He can't hit that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And DJ throws it down.
Yeah, what's more than on fire? Is there something? Because if there is, DJ's it.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Dishes it to Franklin. The 8-footer kept alive. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. The Magic leading by 14. Payton kicks to DJ. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And taking a look at some numbers for DJ, the last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. First in scoring, 4th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. The feed to Franklin. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. There's a good screen. Pass to Ntilikina. Porzingis with a screen on Fournier. Down low, here's Franklin. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Franklin's got 8 here in the quarter.
Ntilikina is a guy who's known for passing, has great instincts, and really is good in terms of his ability to just move the ball.
It's Fournier on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
DJ deserves an assist on that bucket for the solid screen that he put up. That shot's not nearly as easy if he's not there to shield off the defender.
And stolen by Fournier. By himself. And DJ throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
DJ has been leading the charge for the Orlando Magic. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. So for the Magic, DJ is checked in for Marjanovic, and Isaac subbed in for Williams. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Teodosic is checked in for Wright. We've got Isaac, Aaron Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Rogers, and it's Wells in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Well, we all know, Bright, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vasili's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Rogers. And the foul called on DJ. That's his third foul of the game. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more than Kevin.
Peyton dishes to DJ. 11 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. DJ's got 14 points here in the second half.
Now look at how tight the defense is, and even so, DJ able to bury the jumper with a hand right in his grill.
Allen passes to Moss. He's looking for Mahimi and finds him. And stolen by DJ. Anderson kicks to DJ. Shot on the wing. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Ezeli. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DJ.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
He used that pick to get in close.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see, fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Allen for the three. That one, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Passes it to DJ. Over to the wing. Here's Anderson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anderson. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Fournier. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick.
And this is something Ntilikina does remarkably well. I mean, he's a beast in that pick and roll and just has a knack for knowing where to go after he comes off the screen.
And DJ throws it down.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a good performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
Well, you know, I try and come out and help the team get a win whenever I can. I know we're at our best when I'm cleaning up missed shots and, you know, finishing plays. And it's all about getting wins. And if a double-double is what it takes, then, you know, that's what I'll give to the team.
Well, it's what it took tonight. Congrats on the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith as we get ready for this very special broadcast of the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Magic in Orlando. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Orlando team lately. It's been a very successful first half of the season.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here in Orlando, it's interconference basketball as the Magic look to defend home court at the Amway Center. Clark, tonight in this matchup, young teams, not a lot of experience, and there are tough things for these young players to pick up as they make their journey, I know, through the NBA.
You're really right on top of it there, Kevin, because young players tend to be more emotional, and that doesn't always serve you well. Being poised and calm and confident is what you see from veteran players. Understanding game situations and having the presence of mind to be aware in all situations is part of what sometimes isn't prevalent with young players.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. The forwards, Aminu and Davis. White is out there with Holiday, and it's Richardson in at the 5 down low.
Love that mindset of DJ. I mean, really appreciate that he comes in wanting to get better each and every day. Hard not to like a player like that.
White a screen. And Aminu kicks to Davis. Here's Richardson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Pass to Wells. From 11 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Really got to respect the mid-range game of DJ. He has a lot of confidence shooting from that area.
And Holiday kicks to Richardson. Davis sets a screen. There's a screen. Aminu, no one around him. Davis on the follow. Davis has got his first basket.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Holiday dishes to Davis. And so just over a minute and a half played. Shot clock at 5. And White kicks to Aminu. Holiday with the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did in that one.
And you know, you see teams relying on the 3 ball more and more nowadays. It's a big part of the game, and they made it rain out there in a big way.
Another shot. And DJ with a layup. DJ's got 7 points in the game.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
Davis sets a screen. White the pass to Davis. He kicks it to Aminu. Drills the three-pointer. Aminu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I got a few minutes to catch up with Alvin Gentry. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
And you know, guys, that being the case, they can't play soft today. I mean, they've got to really be locked in on being the aggressors. Come out firing and try to get off to a good start.
Holiday against Rogers. The shot by Holiday, no good. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Goes up on the wing, and it's DJ missing.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Williams, he's checked in for Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Fournier's checked in for Wells. And it's Payton in for Rogers. There's the screen. That's tipped.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
Kept alive Orlando. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Boy, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Elfrid Payton. Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Orlando trailing here. And DJ throws it down.
Love the confidence on the drive. DJ is great at finding holes in the defense and then attacking.
Payton against Mason. And it's Aminu in the corner. Here's Sampson. And again, no good by New Orleans. A big-time effort for DJ, providing a lot of energy for the Orlando Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. Happy Martin Luther. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Richardson, he's checked in for Diallo. Anthony Davis comes in for Bell. White, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Holiday in for Mason. Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Rogers. Then there's Wells. And it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's White. The three-pointer, no good. The Magic trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Knicks was superb. He scored 32 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. He feeds it to Sampson. Pass to Holiday. He tries for three. Sampson's shot is off. The Magic have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. They get it back. And that one is good from DJ. DJ's got 17 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Holiday. Another shot. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. They shoot again. Richardson, good. He has 6.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pelicans on top. They lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
Well, you know, I mean, you can't get a rebound unless somebody misses a shot. So, yeah, I guess I've been pretty fortunate that there have been plenty of missed shots tonight. I wish I could tell you much more than that, D.A., but all I do is I box my man out. I hope the ball comes off the rim towards me. If there's more to it, look, I didn't get the memo.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
And Greg, you know, to have a really good defense, you need that rim protector back there, and this guy was an absolute beast during that half.
So for New Orleans right now, the forwards Aminu and Davis, Holiday out there with White, and it's Richardson in at the 5, home in the paint. And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane and in a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is head and shoulders above any other finisher in the league, in my opinion. Nobody has done it like that guy does.
Light a screen. Aminu with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Over Rodgers, and it's New Orleans scoring again. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
But they recover it. Here's Richardson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
1:52 left to play in the third. The kick out to Anderson. There's a good screen. Over Aminu. That one wide left. The Pelicans have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And again, no good by New Orleans. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And DJ with the basket on the assist by Anderson. DJ's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. New Orleans gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And picks taken in the late first round can be a bit of a crapshoot, Clark. But Justin Anderson, taken with the 21st pick back in 2015, he sure seems like a keeper.
Yeah, I concur with everything you said there, Kevin. I mean, seeing him at Virginia, you knew he had the physical tools. It's just a matter of developing his skills and his shooting ability to be able to succeed at this level, and I think he will. Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Really left alone that time. And that's now 7 points for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The Magic shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Marjanovic checked in for Orlando. Wells comes in for Justin Anderson. Mason against Payton. Here is Mason. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Count that one.
Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through.
The Magic shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw good, DJ. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mason inside the line, and no good trying to get that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay? We got to be more solid defensively.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. We've got Gordon. Wells is out there with Rogers. Then it's DJ, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. They get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Greg, you've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
Pass to Rogers. Lobbed up there for Wells. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Davis. Back to Holiday. To take the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Outside for Davis. Bell dishes to Mason. New Orleans making some changes here. Richardson comes in for Diallo, and it's wide in for Mason. That's tipped. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hey, he just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
The Pelicans trail. Now here is Holiday. Outside, White. Inside, Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, not a lot of separation in this one, Greg. Both teams looking for that one big run to grab momentum.
To the middle. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And DJ throws it down.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Wells passes to DJ. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. The stupendous finish in traffic. And the Magic lead by 1. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Gordon, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And Holiday kicks to Bell. Feeds it to Davis. Fires from 14. That's short off the rim. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And DJ throws it down.
You've got to appreciate the shot selection of DJ. I mean, when it's a crucial possession, he finds room to get his shot off.
Holiday dishes to Bell. Kicks it to Davis. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Now here's White. Tight defense on him. Here's the feed to Holiday. Richardson kicks to White. There's the dish to Davis. Over Gordon. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Watch out. Anthony Davis has caught fire.
Yes!
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. With this crowd all over it. Turned up.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 2. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Wells. And New Orleans also making a change. Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Bell. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
All right, thank you, David.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 4. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Holiday, here's White. And again, no good by New Orleans. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. What a show.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You kind of love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, this is Shaq. You've had a great run of games recently and have taken your game up a level. What's been the change that allowed this?
Shaq, I would say it's the focus. I've been trying to cut out distractions during the season and just focus on doing what I can to help this basketball team get the wins. And it's all about taking this team as far as we can go, and at the end of the day, that's what we'll be measured by.
Great answer, dude.